Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Catherine.
And we're on a journey to become effective teachers.
It all began 4 months ago at the bottom of the mountain at St. Thomas University when we started our Bachelor of Education program.
Our first major stop on the steep incline was up at Internship County. There we explored what it was like to be in front of a class and teach middle and high school math.
Just this past month, we visited Assessmentville, which was divided by a river.
The big bridge connected the summative south side of Assessmentville with the formative north side.
We spent more time on the formative side of the bridge because we were able to track our progress and improvement.
The summative side was equally as important, but we were told not to spend too much time there until we were ready and prepared to successfully complete our visit and move on to our next destination.
Our next big stop is the bustling metropolis of projects and performances. Come along with us on our roadie. It's bound to be a blast.
Oh wow, look ahead!
It's huge!
Oh, this reminds me of the projects and presentations we did together in middle school. Remember that one project we did about a dewdrop?
Oh yeah, we spent so much time on it.
And a lot of effort.
For sure, but it was so much fun and we learned a lot.
I wonder if we remember this project not only because of the effort and time we spent on it, but because it allowed us to use a higher level of thinking like we see in Bloom's cognitive taxonomy.
We should try to remember to ask our tour guide. Oh look, there he is!
Hey girls, let's sit down for dinner so I can give you the down low on this beautiful place I like to call PNP. First, I want you to know that both projects and performances are effective ways to check for understanding.
Why? How? What do you mean?
Erin, awkward. Let Ray speak.
Don't worry, I love enthusiasm from pre-service teachers. I can already tell you have great potential. Projects and performances allow teachers to identify the level at which their students transfer their knowledge in a given situation. It also lets the students demonstrate their understanding in a creative way.
This might be a stupid question, but how can this help us become effective teachers?
First of all, there is no such thing as a stupid question. Teachers that integrate projects and performances into their classroom are effective teachers only when they use projects and performances properly.
How can you misuse a project or performance?
Teachers need to be aware that the project or performance should not focus on task completion, but rather on understanding the how, why, and the purpose of the assignment.
Cool! We never really thought of that. We know that we can be effective teachers by making sure that students are focused on their understanding of the purpose. But what happens when they work on it at home?
Great question. Another misuse of projects and performances comes with parental involvement. Some parents become too involved in the process or have limited knowledge of the content and purpose of the project. This can really hinder their child's learning.
Is there anything else that's really important for us to know?
Of course there is! The 4 design principles of projects and performances are incredibly important for all teachers. The first design principle is learning appropriate goals. This means that teachers should create an essential question to motivate students to dive into their project or performance.
What kind of essential question? What does this even mean, Ray?
Girls, calm down. The question should be open-ended, intellectually stimulating, and address what you want your students to explore. The second is providing scaffolds for student or teacher learning. This is when the teacher gives the students a mini assignment prior to assigning a similar major project. This is done so the students are able to become familiar with this particular learning experience, and the teacher can give feedback before students have invested too much in a major assignment. You still with me?
Yep. Tell me more, tell me more.
The third design principle is ensuring that teachers provide frequent opportunities for formative assessment so students can receive their feedback and improve their work during the process.
Oh, buddy, we know all about that. We spent lots of time on the formative north side of Assessmentville. We loved it there.
That's awesome! Most teachers come to love it there, especially when they visit frequently. You did make sure to stop through Summitive Southside before moving on.
Oh yeah, we weren't allowed to continue unless we passed through there. We were striving for a 3, but we actually got a 4. But don't worry, Ray. We know it might not be 100%.
Wow! That's way beyond expectations. You girls are rocking this roadie. Now, the 4th and final design principle is incorporating social organizations such as group work that promote participation and a sense of agency.
Agency? Like secret agents?
Oh, secret agents? I've always wanted to go on a secret mission. Or Mission Impossible.
Now, girls! Promoting a sense of agency means that students are aware of their motives and ideas, as well as their place in relation to others in the world, and also in a classroom. This can benefit students socially and academically.
Oh, that makes sense. But I'm exhausted. I think that's enough for tonight.
Thanks so much, Ray. You the best.
I'll meet with you girls nice and early tomorrow so we can get out and see the metropolis.
Oh, we better get going so we can be 20 minutes early.
Just like we have to be when showing up to teach at school.
Wow, we did learn a lot in Law and Ethics class.
Good morning, ladies. How was your rest?
It was splendid. Well, don't you look like a little ray of sunshine?
Get it? Ray? That's your name?
Welcome to the Learning Headquarters. Before we go in, I thought you should know that there are 2 bases inside, the project base and the problem base. Project-based learning is more common than problem-based learning, but both are collaborative experiences that render social and academic development.
Wow, these both sound great.
Yes, they are. Let's take a walk down to the problem base. Problem-based learning is not typically used in elementary or secondary schools because it is more complex and challenging for students. Often you see this learning opportunity in the medical field.
Interesting.
Let's go down to the other end of the building to look at the project base.
I'm really excited about this one. I've heard great things about project-based learning.
Here at the project base, you'll find multi-dimensional learning exercises taking place much more frequently than at the problem base.
Why? Is that important or something?
You betcha! Project-based learning is important because it lets students reveal their understanding of specific content in a way that does not constrict them to the traditional school-based methods they're familiar with.
Gotcha!
Girls, while I'm glad you're having a lot of fun, you really must know that simply implementing projects and performances into your classroom does not make you an effective teacher.
Huh? What do you mean?
Teachers must understand that there are effective techniques to consider when using projects and performances such as theater theater, electronic and paper portfolios, visual displays of information such as graphic organizers, foldables and dioramas, and public performances.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, we'll be sure to stop into each one of those towns and understand their place in the classroom. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to make it to the top of the mountain.
Exactly.
So I have a question.
Yes?
Well, we know that feedback is incredibly important to ensure that our students understand and to keep them on track with their end goal in mind. But we've also heard that students should be well aware of our expectations and what they're going to be graded on. Is this true?
Bingo! You got it! It is important that you and your students collaborate to construct a rubric so they know what is expected of them. This helps them gauge the completeness of their project both during and at the end of the process.
All of this has been very helpful, but it's almost supper time and we have other places to see tomorrow.
That's okay, girls. Just remember, projects and performances are critical tools to check for understanding in the classroom. yet they are underused. Meaningful student work is created when the 4 design principles of projects and performances are considered and used by teachers. You are well on your way to becoming effective teachers. I hope you're documenting your trip so that you can reflect on and share your journey. Safe travels and best of luck.
Thanks, Ray. We appreciate all that you've taught us and for your support.
Thanks for joining us on our roadie to the bustling metropolis of PNP. We'll catch you next time as we continue the climb up the mountain to becoming effective teachers.